This podcast may contain subjects or topics that may be offensive or insensitive in nature. All subjects of coarse language and stories should be considered as banter, and therefore this podcast should not be listened to. If you hear something that you don't like, feel free to turn this podcast off and go about your day.
Welcome back, Big D. Last episode that we had with you, absolutely great feedback. Everybody was super excited. Everybody got so much knowledge from it.
Yo, thank you for having me, bro. I appreciate that. The feedback I got was love. I said, for a fact, hit up my guy Shang will know it.
No, definitely. It's very nice to have your perspective of things, because you think of things in a very different mindset, right? You look at life as a fluid instead of something that's static.
Yeah, it's forever changing, forever moving. It's an experience. Nothing's mine. So whatever you want, you attract. How do you attract it? You just flow into it.
You know what? Let's start with that. The law of attraction and the scarcity growth mindset, scarcity versus abundance mindset, growth versus fixed mindset, right? It's nice to see it as someone has a growth mindset. Right, it's so rare.
Yeah.
It's so rare to see that nowadays because everybody's super fixed or super scarce, and it drives into how they carry themselves in this world.
100%. I agree. I say all right, let's see where we start with this. Let's go for scarcity. Scarcity is just you against yourself. It's an inside battle that only you know about. It's like public speaking when you're in front of a crowd of people and you're sweating on stage. And all these thoughts are racing through your mind. Oh, wow. Oh, so many eyes, so many people. I'm nervous. I don't know if this is going to connect. Only you know that.
Yeah.
Everybody else knows nothing about that. So when you have an abundance mindset and you just go up there and you go, get out of my head, nerves. Get off of me. You know what? We're going to work with this because you can tame it. You can control it. But some people get so caught up in scarcity. And one, it's not natural. I don't want to make it seem like it's that easy because it's hard at first. But anything done repetitive, more than once, becomes relatively easy.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's why even if you catch me throwing that word around, it's because of my experience. I've been through it a few times. But it pops up and appears on everybody. Everybody's going to go through scarcity. Somebody went through scarcity. Hey.
Yeah, scarcity, it's just your insecurity. Your insecurity, your lack of confidence. But eventually when you take the time to develop yourself into the abundant mindset, it carries over in every aspect. Right. So when you're scarce, when you have the scarcity mindset, it just means that you believe that time is limited, right? There's a fixed amount of time, fixed amount of money, fixed amount of resources that goes around for everybody, right? There's not enough to go around, right?
No, plenty.
That's the abundance mindset.
Yeah.
Right? So, and it carries over to how you treat people, right? If you believe that time and money are limited, you're not really going to treat people with kindness. You're not really going to be giving. Right? Instead, you're going to be hoarding everything because you believe that gives you a competitive edge.
Yep.
But I would argue in the grand scheme of things, that would pull you back from the competitive edge.
Absolutely. It slingshots you. Because
What do you mean?
Money's printed every single day.
Yes.
And it's a currency, a digital currency just flowing and going. 24/7, 365. It's not a regular human being that needs to recharge, that needs to go to the gym, needs to eat right. So I always look around and go, wow, that's plenty of money, but it's just results. You got some people that are broke today and super rich tomorrow. Some people that are super rich today and extremely broke tomorrow. So as I go through it, I'm like, scarcity is, if you don't tame it means you have to find some way to control it.
Yes.
Because it's like challenges. If you have no challenges, then you have to create challenge because life is an experience. It doesn't belong to you. So if you get excited about waking up in the morning, excited about going to sleep at night, excited about just setting new goals, and everybody knows the feeling of achieving greatness, especially when your birthday comes around, you made it.
Yeah.
So you go around, you keep that same energy applied on every single thing. You just be committed to it. The distractions are once you get into conversations and then you hear what that person thinks about this, or how that person feels about this, or what that person is doing. Once you get entangled into all of those, because you jump out, oh wow, I want to finish this so I can work on that with that person. But then you get caught up in why doesn't that person want to work on what I'm working on? And then you get caught up in life and you're like, 6 months ago I was on the right track, but then this happened, and then you start blaming, you become a victim.
This is true.
It's loopholes, but it's an experience.
Yeah, it also carries in the next thing I want to talk about how you deal with rejection, right?
Yeah.
It's it happens to everybody, right? You know, you go for something that you absolutely want, but you won't necessarily get it, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
how you react to it determines like what happens afterwards.
That's true. I'd say for me personally, my rejection now depends on my philosophy.
Really?
Yeah, I know how to will my way out. So it's like rejection becomes a bicycle. You pedal forward, somebody should pedal backwards.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can see that. I see as redirection.
Some people can't ride a bike.
I,
Nah, they stop. But
I mean, you're not wrong, man.
but it goes like this. Let's say your first rejection comes at a very young age. Bobby, can I have some more juice? No. Go sit down. Play with your toys. That sounds mean. But using it in that tone of voice. But I go rejection starts at once you're a baby. You go through the most experience as an infant. I speak from that. I have a 3-year-old
hmm
as an infant, and I just look at the trials that she continuously goes through and develops, and what she learns. She's basically a little adult.
Really?
100%. Harmony, you are super smart.
Wait. Hold on a second. So how? I want to get into that more. Right? Your Rio. How is she like a little adult?
She's a little adult because now she's able to do things that we're able to do. Of course, kid wise, she speaks well. She knows what she wants. She knows exactly when she want to do it. She makes her own decisions. But she modeled me and her mom. Shout out to mom. She modeled me and mom. And from there, what I say was, it's just the difference between the child and the adult. Besides all the craziness, is they're just smaller humans.
Yeah.
They're really tiny people. I mean, no offense to little people, but they're really tiny people. And I go, wow, this one is so smart. All right, let's go back. Just thinking about it, my bad.
I know. You're good. I just see you like for a brief moment, just picturing everything that you did with your 3-year-old. That's very wholesome.
It changed my life for the better. We could talk about that some other day. I'll get into it, bro. I can talk about that all day.
I mean, look, that's why I have this, man. It's just not. I have a topic like at hand, but if we flow to other things that inspires you, let it flow. Just let everything
Thank
flow
you.
through you, right? Because that's honestly how I view life, right? Like even with rejection and everything, if someone rejects me or I try to get a job or a position in a company, but they reject me, I'm no longer hurt by it. Nowadays, I'm thinking, okay, it's just not a great fit, right? Obviously, I want to know why. For example, I got rejected from a real estate company. They straight up were saying that I didn't have the net worth, I didn't have the experience, and I didn't have the income that they were looking for, right? And I'm like, okay, cool, right? At first, I was like a little devastated because it was one of the top companies in the city. And I want to associate with those people, but the fact that it's not really me. Well, it's not me or them. It's both of us. It's just that the relationship wouldn't work out, right? It's like, would you rather go on a date with a girl who's half-assing it or a girl who's fully enthusiastic?
That's how drunk I am. No, that's not. But I say this.
That's a fair point. You know what? I ain't gonna lie.
To go back into with the real estate, it'll go like this. So when a company is doing extremely well, you gotta got the top guys. They have experience. They put in the craft. They've been doing everything. They've been doing it for how long they've been doing it. So when a new guy comes in with less experience, let's say you went in attempting the opportunity, hoping to get it. You weren't 100% confident, like, you know what, I'm coming here, I'm just going to close 10, 20 deals. You gave them that energy, 100%, you gave them that energy on the spot. Come here, I'm going to close 20 deals, then I'm going to close 20 more. My energy is superb. What do you want to ask me? What do you want to know? This is everything that's going on. You need to see it physically for what? You need my cash to buy a condo? Not at all. You just want to know I got it? But once you go on like that and you go extremely ready, you charge people up. Whenever somebody comes to you and you feel like, yo, they have a higher authority than you, they're superb than you match their energy, 100%, hopefully, they're trying to match yours. You just stay charged up. It's mine. At any freaking job, bro, you go to, look, knock, knock, who's there? Any freaking job, who? I can do any freaking job.
Yeah, this is true.
And it's like, yo, okay, what do you? I remember one time, no lie, I went to apply for a job and during an interview, she asked me how much am I looking to make here. She looked at my resume and said, how much are you willing to make working here?
Okay.
It was the energy. I went in straight like, if I apply for the job, that obviously means I need it or I want it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in straight up, but it just intimidated her, and that was the first encounter I ever had where I feel like I was on the opposite end of the court.
What did you tell her?
What do you mean? Like, I'm here for the job. I mean, I'm like, are you going to pay me what the resume is worth? If not, then just give me whatever you need it to be done. Because for me, I know it's just a stepping stone to get to where I got to go. And I got to cross this path I have to go through here. If I like it outside the state, it's personal.
Yeah.
If I just need to get to the next level, whatever task that you need to be done, I'm going to get that done for you. I'm going to I elevate everywhere I go. Whether it comes to mindset, whatever I'm able to give as I come across people, even when it comes to rejection. Some people don't have the fear to go up to other people. I stopped walking up to people. I became an attraction. So mentally, I'm thinking positive thoughts 24/7. And whenever a problem arises, I immediately just begin working on the solution. So there's many solutions to one problem. And throughout the day, like, wholeheartedly, it's not really any problems, but I just create them for myself. Not in a bad way, anything that's going to harm me. I just create it for myself, and then I start randomly researching stuff. Oh, what's it like over here? What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? Something to get the mind flowing. Then when I come across another human, let's say they're going through something, whenever you're too focused and you're in a rut and you're down, and you come across somebody that just has a couple of lines, you spend majority of the time speaking on what you're going through. So it brings both of you down. When you walk away from each other, oh, I hope you do well. We don't want hope. We want you to do well. That's how rejection comes. Rejection visits everyone. She's like a person that sleeps with everyone.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
100%. It's speed. Where did I get this from? I think it was Nikola Tesla. He said something about speed and light. Whatever the case may be, we can do the research later. Something about speed and light. And I really started looking at that, and I was like, yo, speed really just goes through. And everybody say that. Repetition. You do anything more than 21 days, it becomes repetitive. Why does it become repetitive? Because now you can speak fluent on it.
Yeah.
2 by legs, nothing.
Becomes a habit, and then the habit becomes a routine. And the routine just becomes a lifestyle.
Showers.
And that point is just be a part of you.
Literally, I tell everybody, brush your teeth. I literally tell everybody that. On Facebook especially. Brush your teeth. See, y'all hear it live. Go brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth.
Happy Thursday, 74 degrees. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to go to a heat wave. You don't want a heat wave in the mist. And that whole air just smells like stink breath.
Brush your teeth. Put on some deodorant, please. Ask about some of y'all really need it.
Brush your teeth. Put on some deodorant. Go get a job. If you don't have a job, go get a job. Go do something. Go make some ice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Go open the freezer. Empty the ice tray, make some ice. Just get anything flowing to get to the next level, please.
Yeah, just go out, start something, no matter how small, and it will eventually snowball. Right? You never know where it goes. Like that one conversation, that one moment, that one gym workout, whatever it may be, it can lead you to the next moment of your life.
And you'll be amazed. And you know what's the amazing part about being amazed? You tell other people and they get amazed. And then you get caught up in this maze of just pure amazement. And people look at you and they go, yo, you are way too amazed. I'm amazed. But nah, that's but in order to get out of the rut, you gotta flip it because you have to be able to laugh at your situation.
You have to accept it.
You gotta take accountability.
Yeah.
You playing it.
If you understand that where you are right now, it's not like it's your fault, and take accountability for it.
Sometimes it may not be your fault if it's something like life threatening. You know what I mean? Some situations, sometimes wrong place, wrong time.
Fair enough.
Whatever the case may be, but accountability is nobody was there but you. Nobody did that but you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if somebody screwed you over, what's the key word? You. So you gotta say it's accountability because you had a gut feeling. I had a feeling about this. Or I should have did that. Or I should have did this. Accountability just to get yourself cleared. Nobody can clear yourself but you.
Yeah. Or you put yourself in that position. Like
100%. Everybody.
What have you done to put yourself in that situation where someone else does that thing to you?
It's an extra story. But some people just want to go straight to the. All right, I just want the cake. I don't want eggs. I don't want the freaking salt, the pepper. Whatever goes in cake. I don't even know salt and pepper going in
Go
cake.
straight for the cake. Forget all the vitamins.
Only cake I know about is ATM and withdrawal deposits.
Only cake I know is at the strip club.
And strawberry cheesecake.
Chocolate cheesecake.
Okay. That's it. That's a new one for me. I'm like, hold on. Oh yeah, I did hear that before.
Oh, that slaps, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And it jiggles beautifully.
Damn. Juniors have that?
I got it.
I don't think I've seen that at Juniors.
I got it at the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, you went above and beyond.
Yeah.
And coming in the country or leaving out?
Depends on the day. And sometimes I partake in one. Sometimes I partake in the other.
I gotta try that. I gotta check that out. It's coming.
Oh, definitely. My weakness is chocolate and cheesecake, and fried chicken.
Fried chicken, yo. Hot wings. You want to hear an interesting story that leaves off the topic, but it can relate to everybody in the world? During COVID, when I lost taste and smell, I made my favorite meal. I made hot wings. I mean, as a man, hot wings we specialize in. So I'm eating it, and you know when you eat something hot, you usually get the spice.
Yeah.
You're like, okay. Nice. What's going on? You check the news. I'm not checking the news. Nothing's going on. Nothing's nice. What the hell? So I go put some more hot sauce. Oh, I just gave away the recipe. I go put some more hot sauce on it. I'm like, yo, why the fuck am I not tasting this? Then that's when it hit me. Yo, I think I lost taste and smell. COVID hit. COVID literally hit, and that was scary. It was one of the scariest experiences. But for some reason, nobody knew. And it goes back to what I said on stage. Nobody knows how you're feeling inside. So that was the biggest secret I kept for 33 days. Well, wifey and Harmony knew about it at the time. Harmony didn't understand what was going on. Harmony was like 4 months at the time.
Oh, wow.
No, she was 6 months. 6 months at the time. So she didn't know. She just knew something was going on. Wifey was aware of it.
I think COVID is probably one of the most best things that can happen.
What? I learned so much, bro. I learned so much during COVID.
Life just accelerated from COVID.
Your back was against the wall.
Yeah, you didn't have a choice.
What would you literally do? They gave us curfew, bro. It was, March 17th, 2020. Everyone must be home by 8 p.m.
I'll be frank with you. During the majority of COVID, I was either working or biking.
I had a job, but I was the last to get hired, so I was the first to get fired.
Oh, that's tough.
I said, imagine if I was a firefighter.
Yeah, I mean, I was still working construction back then.
I was doing porter work.
Porter work.
One of my favorite buildings in New York City.
Yeah.
It's not the NDA. I can't disclose the address.
Not fair enough.
But you listening, you know who you are.
we may not make names, say names or people or companies, but they know who they are.
Very, very, very. All of them. When they watch this podcast, they're gonna go, "Wow, I really like those guys' energy."
Oh yeah, definitely. No, but COVID is definitely. It put me I would say in the worst situation in my life. Right, I was working full-time construction at the time. I had mostly roofing jobs as the contractor. So I was working for roofing under a contract. We have DHS, Department of Housing Services, so like the homeless people. We did a lot. We did a lot specifically on Rikers Island too.
Oh.
It's not that bad. I mean, I didn't work with prisoners.
I don't say it like that. I'm saying like that's interesting.
Oh yeah, I mean it's my one complaint about Rikers Island is nothing there.
I mean, it's a holding cell.
Yeah, it's
like
this
a detention center.
Yeah, like for like working there, it's like a food truck, one food truck, that's it.
Yo, but I mean, no disrespect to anybody on Rikers Island. It's that's I don't even know, bro. I have no experience over there. From the outside looking in, it's like a Castle Hill. You know what I mean?
No,
The haunted house.
Yeah. No, but I was doing that and go to college full time. So full-time job, full-time school. I was going for civil engineering. There was literally a moment where, because everything was online, so I was focusing more on work than I was in school, right? So my grades took a dip. There's literally a moment where my professor emailed me, "You have an exam right now. Where are you?" I'm like, I emailed her back like, "Dude, I'm at work right now."
I would have said, "I'm running a little late. Could you do the first half for me? I'll be in 15.
I told her, I'm at work right now. Can we reschedule this? I just straight up. And she's like, "No, you have to be here." I was like, "All right." So I
Nah,
bring-
you both. Yeah. That wasn't important.
I mean, look, man, it was Spanish of all things. So to me, I
You're
didn't
not fluent.
Yeah, I mean, que lo que, mami.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Sí.
No, but I literally like stopped work, went to my work truck just to pull out my laptop so I can do the exam. And when I turned my camera on, she saw like she was like surprised like I was actually at work.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right? She was like I had all my construction clothes on, like it was like
You was doing a suit. You was doing a test in the middle of construction.
yeah.
Yo, I tip my hat to you, bro.
Hey man, it's a different time, but like that was probably like when I was the most stressed in my life.
I would turn the camera on. She just saw me lifting shit. It's this.
I'm literally in a van in Rikers Island working on Spanish. Like obviously, I'm using Google Translate and cheating my entire way because that's how everybody does it in COVID.
Oh, that's somebody that speaks Spanish right there.
Yeah.
Next to me. Yo, bro, what is this?
Yo, that's what I did. I just sat next to the Spanish kids.
Right,
Like, that's the best way to do it. No, but like all of that accumulated me to like moving out. Like that's what it ended up being. From this working, like being overly like over leveraging myself and my stress and my brain power.
I was working on yourself. You're young.
Yeah. No, I was literally surviving on Monster Energy. Like I would wake up at 9, well, wake up at 7 a.m., work, come back home, study, go to bed at 3 a.m., and do that shit every single day, on like 3 monsters.
What was your goal?
My
Did your goal defeat everything you was doing?
The thing is, for work it was just because I was poor. Well, because we were still in Brownsville.
You were challenged, financially challenged.
Yeah, we're financially challenged, right? I didn't even have my stuff back then. Now I'm better off. And for school, it's just because my folks put me through that, right?
Yeah.
And I realized I was in a position where I was never dictating what my life was.
You was too young to know about it. That's what I say from my own experience.
Fair enough. But I'm glad I realized this at an early age. At that moment, I realized I really looked at myself blankly, right?
Yeah.
My last semester at this college, I had a 4.0 GPA, but I looked at myself like,
Yo.
what am I doing with my life? Like I'm not going to be a happy engineer, right?
Why would you say that?
Because
Do
I
you think
wasn't.
engineers are happy?
No, not that. I wasn't doing it for me.
Yeah, I get it. But you can't say engineer. I get what you're saying about that. But you want to give them credit as well.
No, of course. I'm not saying engineers aren't not happy. They're happy. Like I met some engineers who inspired me to go back to engineering.
It's something you're great at. You gotta keep that in mind.
I have the mind for it, and I have the background. Like I grew up in a very heavy engineer background. Like pretty much my mother's one, my father's one. Everybody I grew up with like 70-year-old engineers when I was like 16 and working with them.
Bro, that's essential, bro.
Yeah, I mean I can do construction.
Literally.
Yeah.
So that's like when you take those skills and those that's your arsenal.
Oh yeah.
So when times get rough, you just go in here real quick.
Oh definitely.
Yo, I'm gonna go build the next World Trade Center.
No, I thought about it. The worst case scenario, if I really need a job, I can just get a welder's license. Just go back to doing that.
By any all means, I highly recommend you get the welder's license, whether you use it or not.
Fair enough.
Because you excel at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when you make a quick meal.
I had a guy tell me at work, the first time I welded, my coworker looked at me, he said this in Chinese, but I think it's like divine gift, something along the lines of that.
What is that? You know how to say it in Chinese?
Tian Sung.
Tian
Sung. Tian means sky, Sun means birth. Like
Tian Sung?
Tian Sung.
Tian, like spell it.
Tian. But it's
Tian Sung.
But it's a long tone, like a first tone. Tian. Sung. Sun's like a
spell it.
Shen, but it's like an upward tone. Tian Sung.
Okay. Tian Sung. Tian Shun.
It's close enough. But it literally translated means like sky birth. That's what it means. Born from the sky. Right. That's what I've like. I realized I'm really intelligent. I pick up things really quickly.
I agree 100%. That's very.
Yeah, like I really like, especially in my hands, really quickly. But that's why I'm doing like different things, right? In life, I realize like you can't live by someone else's agenda. Like, you can do that for a certain amount of time, but eventually, you're gonna be miserable because you didn't live a life that was dictated by you.
I'd say this. When you go into it, like when you give your means, get away from the you'll be's. When you say you'll be miserable, you continuously have to ask yourself, why would you be miserable? Stop giving your brain enough power to do that for you. Just go, once you switch it over, because it's a mindset.
Really?
People get trapped in that. It's the difference between solution oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Solution oriented is looking at the problem, breaking it down, and then fixing it back up to where it's now not a problem anymore. It's perfect. My favorite word in the whole dictionary is perfect. It's literally perfect. So, when so
That took me a second.
so when you do it in life as well, you go, let's say I don't know how to do welding, right?
Yes.
I can't do welding. That shit is like niggas work all day.
Yes, we do.
It's an opinion, but at the same time, the benefits of it. I don't have much experience in welding, so it's not something I would partake in doing at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I know welding beneficially, fuck phenomenal, bro. Everything's sourced with that amount of coming in. But whatever you're doing for people, you know what I mean?
It's the most technical job.
It requires a mindset.
Yeah, it
Look
requires.
at scientists. What's harder, scientists or welding?
I'll say welding.
What? You
Yeah,
serious?
I'll be frank. Science is just testing hypotheses. Like,
Bro, you watch Jason X?
I have not.
you watch Resident Evil?
Yes.
Scientists did all of this.
Fair enough. Yeah.
These are monsters coming out of the labs, bro.
You know what? Technically, science made COVID too.
Yo, no cap, bro. Whatever he's doing in there. And that shit just looked like a bunch of farts in one jar. It was in the air, bro. It was in the air.
All it was is farts in a jar.
That's what that means it couldn't take.
Oh, they just took a gorilla for a giraffe. Are just like, we're gonna see what happens. COVID.
10 vegans in one elevator and all them farts at the same time. Shit's going down.
It's the soybeans, bro.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
That's what happens when you have too much fiber.
That's why I call it blockage. You meat blockage. I seen that video one day. Yo, but overall, man, let me see. It's one thing I wanted to ask you on Rejection app. What was your first experience for Rejection? I know it's your podcast, but it's something I wanted to ask.
My first experience, I was just asking for a number.
What was it like? If you don't mind sharing, how did it go? Like, was it somebody
It went hard.
you had your eye on, or somebody just randomly said, "I'm just go take a shot"?
So yeah, someone. I was at the Oculus,
Okay.
right, just sitting down. I saw like one of the most beautiful women I've seen in my entire life. So I was like, I gotta go up to her and like ask for her number or something.
I like where this is going.
Yeah, I just went up to her and like, hey, you're absolutely beautiful. Can I have your number? You know, it was probably wasn't the most ideal presentation, but it is what it is.
Wow, what was it? No, I'm saying like,
She was just like, nah, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, all right, cool, have a good one.
who let go? You let go or she let go?
What do you mean, who let go?
She said, "Nah, I have a boyfriend." You said, "I cool." You told her, "I cool."
No, I mean, I literally approached her and said, you're absolutely beautiful. Can I have your number? Right? She's like, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Okay, yeah, have a good one.
What was you trying to get out of it?
A date?
Not to say I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Just to break it down for everybody that's listening. And go, you wanted to take her out because she was beautiful. You wanted to stay at her while you was eating the whole time. So you didn't think about that.
I see what you mean. I mean, if I'm
it's winning over.
if I'm going to be completely blunt, I just wanted to sleep with her. That was it.
Why you didn't tell her that? No, let me stop. Some people are bold to do that, bro. You're very beautiful. I would love to sleep with you. You know.
I haven't tried that yet, but I think the best result I got was I asked this one person at a bar, like, do you want to come back to my place for some ice cream?
Oh, at a bar, bro? Yo.
That worked so well.
That is fucking phenomenal, bro.
Like, I genuinely meant ice cream.
Oh, I'm pretty sure, bro. She caught it?
She got that popsicle.
Oh. But you see the boldness. You was being yourself. That's what you really wanted.
Yeah.
See, it always wins. When energy reaches 100, you put in 40 hours of work, and you get paid exactly 40. Like the total is 40 hours of what you did for your wage. Oh yeah, let's go.
I think it's also my mood. I was in an extremely good mood that day too.
He's at the bar.
Yeah, I was just chilling with a bunch of people. I was chilling at a table of like 20 people. I just met all these people.
Bro, that's not the best.
That's false. That's so awesome.
I walked into wedding venues where the freaking groom had to take a seat. I had to go up there.
Nice.
Me and a bride, and looking at everybody.
Who the hell is this guy?
Nah, but meeting people, man, it's like that's something. Let me say how if I go to my experience for rejection started for me. I always go back to when you was an infant, but to jump into a reality, realistic stage, rejection started for me when I got held back in 6th grade. I went to the principal and I said, "Can you put me in the 7th grade?" Now let me stop.
Oh, no way.
I thought it was gonna hit, but that'll probably affect that, whatever the case may be. But now rejection started for me. I'll go back to, man, when you run down, you talk to girls, you go back and you analyze, man. All right, so I guess this wasn't the best outfit for me to wear today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, maybe I should have said something else. Maybe I did come off and sound like a asshole or something like that. And then you just on to the next, and then you get so used to rejection, you start practicing it on yourself. I'm not gonna use because it builds you.
It does.
Rejection builds you.
It makes you very, what's the word? Look at yourself. It makes you look at yourself objectively.
Yeah.
Like what if like how did I present myself? You know, was I too nasty? Was I just not dressed well? Or was it just mutual? Just they weren't interested, or they weren't enthusiastic about it.
That's the positive route to take.
Oh yeah.
That way, when you go, maybe they didn't. I mean, maybe they didn't like whatever they didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, when you go back and you start when you work on yourself, bro, you become so unique. Only you know you. I put, like, not even to jump it. I put years into this. Years into just working on I literally went to school for business management to learn how to mind my business. Halfway through with that, but in life, I'm only in my business, bro.
Business management in New York. Mind your own business 101.
I literally went to school to mind my own business, bro. I don't know what the hell is going on over there, but every time I see you, if it's a celebration, I'm assuming you're doing extremely phenomenal.
I'm just imagining the professor. He's like, the entire time, he's like lecturing, mind your own damn business. What the hell are you doing? Don't look at her. Mind your own damn business.
Yo, but it helped, man. Like, going back to college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me not make it seem like I graduated high school. I went back to college to get my GED. Mission accomplished. But what I learned from, what do they call it, the remedial classes, I learned so much in there, bro. I learned how to write an essay. To the point where I was so interested in essays, I was remembering the entire essay.
Nice.
From the subject to the predicate, one sentence. Then from the headline to the subject to the 3 opinions to the closing fact to the 3 topics we're going to discuss for the rest of this chapter.
You got the structure down and everything.
Everything, bro. Everything. Shout out to Professor Gillespie and shout out to Professor... Starts with an N. Forgot his name. Professor N. It's his brother. They're brothers. Oh. I think they're brothers.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I'm glad you...
McNally. That's what it is. Sorry.
McNally?
Yeah.
Shout out to Professor McNally and Professor... What's the first one?
Shout out to the Playa Plaza College. Because I may not remember all their names. I know I got Calabasas in there. Jill, first one I met when I first signed up. But it's so many, man. Shout out to the entire Plaza College because I never really got the chance to shout them out. But they was with me along the entire course, the entire journey. And they never got a closure statement as to why I decided to leave Plaza College.
They touch your heart.
Of course, 100%, bro. I love that school.
Wow. Now, I'll be frank with you. Now we have this beautiful thing called ChatGPT.
What's this?
You haven't heard of ChatGPT?
GBT?
GPT.
GPT. What does it stand for?
I have no idea. So, a couple of very smart billionaire tech people decided to pool their money to create AI that can essentially answer all your questions and do... Essentially, it's a personal assistant, editor, and a search engine and a life advice all at once.
Okay.
Right? So, I can just tell it a prompt, for example, write me a 2,500 essay about the negative effects of rejection.
Yeah.
And it will just spit one out that's completely plagiarism free. Well, relative to ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's great.
And that's what it does. Like you can like do anything with it.
You said the investors are there?
Within reason.
Something's there.
It's up to date to 2021 of September.
Get in before the next update.
Yeah, it's
You'll
not
be ahead of the game.
Yeah, it's not access to the internet. I think a lot of people have to learn about, especially people of your generation moving forward. Because I think like in college as of right now, professors are pissed off that kids are using this to write their essays or like do their math homework or do anything.
Of course, because they rather, well, from my point of view, professors would rather know about it first. They didn't know about it. They was late to the party.
Fair
Yo,
enough.
you guys can't do this. What are you doing? Yo, it's going buck wild. Everybody's using this.
Yeah, I think like it's so important for everybody to understand the leverage that we have in today's generation.
This generation, you could become a millionaire overnight, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what my generation was? The dressers. We got fly. I was born in the 90s. We got fly, bro. We had Pradas, Gucci's, everything that's out right now.
Mm-hmm.
We had, except for Balmain, Supreme, to name quite a few that's real trendy. Bono.
Okay.
Shout out to Bono. I mean, to name some that's quite, not even Bono was here in our collection. What the hell am I talking about? Facts. That's my guy. Shout out to Henry.
Shout out to Harry.
Freaking. Yeah, but I say Balmain came up during the time of what been around. But this generation just started ODing on $1,800 jeans. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But on the come up when we had Red Monkeys, I don't know, whatever the case may be. That's what I was basically getting into it. Right now, y'all have the opportunity to become millionaires overnight. Y'all damn sure dress like it. Everything about it, bro. This living in right now is literally like the playground. You don't got to go to class in school no more. You can play all freaking day.
Yeah, I mean,
music booming. Artists getting signed every single day.
I mean, yeah, like just think of it like your direct touch to people in your generation before the internet in general, right? Yeah. The people who what you were was directly correlated with your environment, right? If you were in the hood back in the day, chances are you're gonna die in the hood. Statistically speaking,
if you stay there,
yes, if you were born there before the internet. Because
I don't know. I was born in the hood. I don't even live in the hood right now.
Most people. Fair. I mean, what I mean is that what you know or like what you become is going to be what's directly around you, right? You don't have access to the internet. You can't really see what's going on around the world.
You
right?
got to adapt.
You have to adapt.
Right. I got my bad.
There isn't this amount of information that's accessible so easily at your fingertips, right? Right now, you can start any business just with a piece of phone
Everything's
and
on it, bro.
Wi-Fi. That's all you need nowadays, right?
And a charger.
I was bored yesterday. I started looking up like how to be a photographer.
You can learn that literally in one day, bro.
Yeah, man. And not even that, it's like there are tricks.
Bro, you want me to be honest with you? There's videos you can learn in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's not even that. It's all about marketing. Like, dude, what I can literally do is I can just post an ad that's just like, look, I'm gonna take all free. I saw this. This is what one of the Redditors did. He posted an ad about taking free pictures for wedding venues, right? So he was hired for a bunch of wedding venues. He took a bunch of pictures. He used that to build his portfolio, 100%. And now he's charging like I think like $200, $350 an hour based on like his availability.
Know your worth.
Yeah, because like, at the end of the day, there's no gatekeeping. Well, there's no gatekeeping information, right?
No, it's public knowledge.
It's
the only thing that's
knowledge.
kept is in the freaking, I don't even want to say it.
Say it.
The Vatican. They know more than us.
This is true.
Not even get out of line, not even get out of context. But in general, everything is public knowledge, bro. Knowing, like, thinking I know something, that was public knowledge. I don't know these guys in the Vatican. I don't know any of them. I don't even know anybody that lives close to that place. But public knowledge says, yo, these guys know more about life than you think you do.
Fair enough.
And I'm trying to figure this thing called life out, knowing it's an experience. They're much older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have the answers. I don't have the answers. I'm not cheating no more. I'm living my own experience. Whatever problems arise, I handle it with my own solutions.
What if the answer is that there is no answer?
I'm okay with that. It is what it is. I'm experienced life.
There's never answers.
Never ending. Shout out to Rihanna. Keep going.
What if the entire time you find out there's no meaning in life? None of this ever mattered in the grand scheme of things.
Meaning's there. You define life yourself. It's written, whatever the case may be. I live by where it's written, but you define it. You go out there and you put a mark on it. Yo, this is who I'm going to be. Personas
What is your meaning?
of life,
Yes.
experience. I keep it so simple, bro. My favorite word in dictionary is perfect. My definition of life is experience. What am I here for? To have a perfect experience. You put two and two together. Some people want to, I'm going to go over here, man. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make the world stop spinning right and start going left. Know what I mean? I'm going to start drinking out the ocean. I'm going to convince everybody to drink out the ocean. I'm going to stop eating meat. Everybody stop eating meat. I was thinking about that earlier. Me being dramatic with myself. But I was like, yo, is it fair for a person that can't eat meat to tell people the disgust that's in meat?
No.
Some people do that.
Well,
because I was just thinking about the whole vegan. Vegans don't eat meat, right? Like, I'm being funny about it, but
yeah. It's this weird PC culture we're in. Like, we can get into like super levels of feminism. It's just weird.
wait, you stop eating meat too?
No, hell no. I need that protein.
Oh, because you said we.
No, I mean we as in my generation.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't even speak for all of them. Now you say that, right?
Yeah, like my generation and the ones like the later half of the millennials that's close to like our age. I'll be frank, it's hard to talk to these people.
But it goes, what makes it hard? Put yourself, what makes it hard? Because this is great for your world because you have problems that you can find solutions to. So you're making the world a better place. What would you rather have? Would you rather have everybody talk to each other?
I'd rather have a proper conversation, like compromise. Because, like, for example, you and I, like, whenever we have a conversation, we might not agree on everything, but we understand that there's a level of compromise,
Yeah, of course.
right? It's not like it's not like my way with a highway,
Shangway.
Shanghai or no way. Right, but my thing is a lot of the way people are nowadays is, and I have a very deep theory about this, and this is gonna get really political. The way people are nowadays is like two parties, right? Republican Democrats, right? Let's just say these two people.
You really went political.
Oh, I'm going political, man. You got me into it. But it's not really that political if you really think about it. It's kind of like, objectively speaking, it makes sense. So Democrats, Republicans, right? They're constantly fighting for no reason. Well, let me phrase that. They're constantly fighting in a sense of speaking where it's like, if I'm right, you're wrong. You're right, I'm wrong. So there's no in between, right? It's either you or me.
Yeah.
Right? That's the position we're putting each other in. Right? So at the end of the day, it's like constantly like, okay, I win over you this battle. You get pissed off. You come back the next battle. It's essentially like gang warfare. I killed your brother. You get pissed off because I killed your brother. You come for me. And then the cycle just continues. Right? But I have a theory where I don't think any of this, I think all of this is caused by someone else. Right?
Or what?
All of this fighting and this nonsensical chaos.
Of course, it has to start somewhere.
Because some of the conflicts that we have is genuinely stupid.
Do we really have this? You personally, like, I can step aside of this. None of this stuff is affecting me.
The same here.
But when you look into it, you got to use they from what you see.
I mean, it's getting to the point where, like, I see people within my own family, like, being
affected by it.
Yeah. Especially the young kids.
Wake them up. Snap in their face.
You
Yo,
can't-
Shane, what the hell you doing? Yo, look.
It's hard, man.
Nah. The way to wake them up is to give your point of view on the take. Give them a beautiful outcome.
What if they're extremely stubborn and won't even budge?
Show interest. Allow them to view your interest. Speak about it more than once. Twice, 3 times is good enough. When you just do it one time, it sounds like, okay, this person thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Second time, this person, okay.
You're saying
Third
build that
time,
rapport. Okay.
I want to talk to you again about it. People got to get to know you. And it doesn't mean they know you because I got siblings. They know me from when I was a baby, whatever the case may be. But if they met me today, it's a completely different type of person.
This is true, yes.
100%. Completely different type of person. And that goes on in life. From the last time we was up here on this podcast, the viewers could probably agree. Our language, tone, and everything is different. We elevated to another level.
Yeah.
I know what I did before I was here. I know I went back and studied and read some more words and stuff like this. And I got a kid. I'm constantly learning my ABCs and numbers and 1, 2, 3s, whatever, over and over and over and over. What I gotta work on is the tongue twisters. Big black bug bit a big black bear, and a big black bear bled black blood.
All right, we're getting sidetracked. But going back to what I was saying, though, so think of it this way, right? What's modern warfare?
Modern warfare?
Today's warfare. If today, the United States and China were to go to war, how would they fight?
They're fighting over, I wouldn't even know. I'd say resources.
No, it doesn't matter why.
Right now, it's about to be over the currency.
How would they fight?
Nuclear.
Well, that kills everybody. That's not a possibility anymore.
I don't know if hopefully they don't take that route.
Right.
Hopefully there's no war at all.
It's never going to get to that point. There is still war happening, but it's much more...
Right now.
It is. It's always been happening. It's much more subtle than you think it is. So let's say, for example, you and I are two separate countries, right? Let's not use U.S. and China. I'm Chinese. It's going to get weird.
I'm mature enough, bro. I'm not looking at you. I'm warring with you. Nah. This is actually great for the media.
So let's say you and I, right?
Yeah.
We're two countries who are about to go to war, right?
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot of money, time, effort to train soldiers, get them equipment, and get them military weapons to attack you, right?
Yeah.
And even if I do that, right, that's a lot of investment, a lot of strategy, a lot of money up front, too. And there's a possibility of the nuclear football being kicked at any given time if shit really hits the fan.
For me, from looking in, I think that's the last option.
That's the last option, but when people get emotional on their highs,
all of this is done out of emotion.
Oh, yeah.
All of it's done out of power.
I think it's all greed. It's just greed and wrath taken to an extreme amount.
I say the same. I used to think the same thing. I don't know what they have.
Mm-hmm.
Every day I find out somebody's richer than the next person.
Yeah.
So I just took a step back and I go, this thing is conflicted with a bunch of freaking power. But emotions are all over this place, bro. Emotions are spilled out all over when it comes to this, like the Democrats, the Republicans, the world leaders. All I see is a bunch of emotion. And it's become one big comedy show. And now the comedians aren't even laughing anymore. They want to fight.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
It's from, I can only see it from the way I can see it from.
Fair enough. I see it more as a...
I'm not in the front row, but I feel like I'm in the box.
I see it as
coming from nosebleed.
That's why I see it. I see it as like a chess game.
Before it was, even before I didn't laugh because I was studying the craft of it. So I was like, oh wow. Some things were funny, don't get me wrong. But now I see, the comedians can't take a joke. Chris Rock just got slapped on stage, bro.
Yeah.
Well, Will Smith did the slapping, but Jada's not a comedian. Whatever the case may be, he just got slapped on stage. Then Dave Chappelle got tackled on stage. It's a microphone. It's not a football. You just said it's not a football. He just got tackled on stage.
But you see what's happening, though? Like, okay, a couple things. One, sex is becoming a thing that's becoming less and less sacred.
It's always been like that. Like, even when I was freaking brought into this world, I got brought into this world through sex.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. But in your generation, if a girl's nudes gets leaked...
There was no leaking. She would be stressed
shared. About it.
Huh?
She would be stressed about it, though. Would she not?
Always. Yeah. So I get where you're going. Now they don't care. Now they leak it themselves.
Now they sell it for $5.99 as a monthly subscription.
Some of them get highly paid off that shit.
Of course, there are millionaires from these things.
You know what helped a lot with my generation and seeing the difference and not paying for that? Porn, bro.
No.
Porn was a website for free.
Yeah.
Fucking chicks are...
We also have that porn. We still have that, but it's just that
you got professionals that will show you more than just some tits. They'll show you how those tits work for free. You feel me? Countless hours.
Yeah, I think it was Socrates said, like, to destroy a society.
Socrates watch porn?
To destroy a society. To destroy a society. Make sex and family less valuable in a society. And everything else will crumble.
If it was written, it's being tested.
Yeah. So I definitely think, okay, modern warfare, this is how it works. When boots on the ground doesn't work anymore. That's just non-existent, right?
Yeah.
The new way of modern warfare is through information and how do I say this? You know what? Let me use this as a direct parallel. Hacking.
Okay.
Hacking is not what you think it is. Right? If you think of a hacker, it's not some guy on the computer breaking down your firewalls or anything. No.
I used to think that.
It's social engineering nowadays. Because think about it, right? The only way for me to break your firewall is if I have more resources than you. But if
Yeah.
I don't, how do I approach the situation? A computer has a strong defense. You as a human have obvious flaws that I can exploit.
Yeah.
So I will attack you. Well, let me rephrase that. Well, it's attacking you, but when I approach you, it's not paired as attack. It's just social engineering.
Yeah.
I'll gain your trust, or get your password, and boom, that's it, done. Same thing everywhere else, right? People right now being socially engineered. Gotcha. I'll finish this and then we'll call it. People right now are being social engineered to value nothing, and so we're constantly fighting over nothing. And the infighting right now is going to cause some level of collapse.
Okay.
So as of right now, let's say, it's the art of war. The best way to kill an enemy is not even to fight them. Let them fight themselves.
100%. Let's keep it there. Let's pick back up on the next podcast.
Yeah. On that note.
That's 100%. And don't let the enemies defeat you.
Yeah.
Always remember, you've won. And if you got a dream and you see it, then go get it. Anything else is a test for you to forget it. Shengwe no way.
Everything's on you, Chief.
Yo, thank you for having me back, bro.
Thank you for coming, bro.
Always. It's been a pleasure. Tune in. Like and subscribe. Hit the channel. Sheng, let them know.
Oh, you're going crazy out here. Yeah, subscribe, like, comment, share. Share this on your Instagram. Show this to your grandma. Show this to your dog. Show it to everybody.
More important, my name is Darryl Somerville. You can follow me on IG at Mozzie Money 2. And I got some comedy coming for them. So let's add some humor. I want you to know that you have problems. I have problems, but we're okay.
Link down in the description.
Come on.